Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dillard's announcing that they will be closing 3 stores, and they'll be opening one, but closing 3. It was announced yesterday at around 5 p.m. So this goes on about the article, how they miss revenue projection as staggering holiday sales forced the department store retailer to discount piles of products. Again, this just goes on about spending shifts, different numbers, just some more. Here we go. So the company plans to open its new store at the Empire Mall in Sioux Falls, South Dakota in spring of next year. In the current first quarter, Dillards will close its store at the Rosa Mall in Florida, the Conestoga Mall in Nebraska, and Phoenix Center's Metro Mall at the end of quarter. So Dillards operates 247 stores and 27 clearance stores across 29 states, as well as Dillards.com. So again, this just goes on about revenue and stuff. Nothing exciting here to talk about, but in particular, the 3 stores that will be closing are a store in Florida, a store in Nebraska, and a store at Phoenix's Metro Center Mall. So all these 3 stores will be closing, I believe, at some point in March or May. I don't know when they're going to be starting liquidation. I also don't know who the liquidator is going to be. It could be SB360. It could be Hilco. It could be one of those 2 liquidation companies. But this article does confirm that the Santa Rosa Mall, Florida location will close, the Conestoga Mall location in Nebraska will close, and Phoenix Center's Metro Center Mall will also close as well. So, like I said, I wish nothing but the best for these people that will be losing their job at these Dillard's locations. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. I would take a look at the locations on maps. We might actually do that, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's take a look at the locations on maps. Okay, so the first location that we're going to take a look at is the Dillard's store at the Santa Rosa Mall in Florida. So let's type it in, Dillard's Santa Rosa Mall. This is in Florida. I'm not sure which region of Florida it's in. So it is in the, it looks like it's in the Panhandle. Yep, looks like it's in the Panhandle region of Florida. So again, this is one of 3 Dillard's stores that are closing. I mean, look at the structure of the mall. It's actually, ironically enough, it seems to be one of those cases where this happens to be the last department store in the entire shopping mall. So I'm guessing it's just Dillard's offloading underperforming stores. Oh yeah, this is a very oversized Dillard's. We don't have Dillard's here in the Northeast. The closest one is like in Virginia. But it looks like this particular department store is pretty significantly oversized, and I'm guessing Dillard's just wants to get rid of it altogether. Yeah, this is a huge store. Oh my gosh. It's almost like a Kohl's. It's like a Kohl's times 2. This particular Dillard's department store has like 3 different entrances. I'm sure that was the Sears at one point. So this is again one of those situations where it happens to be the last it happens to be the last department store in the mall, and typically when that happens, the department store kind of teeters. Typically, they close 2 to 3 years after the most recent anchor does close, so that seems to be one of these cases in particular about this Dillard's department store. So then the other Dillard's that's shutting down, it's the Dillard's at the Conestoga Mall in Nebraska. So let's take a look at that Dillard's next, because we're going from east to west at the Conestoga Mall. Let's see what the case in Nebraska. Let's take a look here. Let's see. So yeah, once again, like Florida, it seems to be another one of those cases where Dillard's happens to be the last full-line department store in the entire mall. It seems the Macy's is abandoned. I don't know if this mall had a JCPenney at one point or a Sears, but it looks like that has been since abandoned as well. They typically, or Yonkers or whatever that's called. Typically, this seems to be the case where Dillard's, once again, is the last department store in the mall Yeah, it looks like it had a JCPenney too. It looks like that has since obviously closed. This is a very old image, but it looks like this is a two-level Dillards too, and a side and a little bit of Dillards off to the side. But once again, it's one of those cases where, um, Dillards is the last anchor in the mall, and Dillards just wants to cut their losses altogether because they know that there's no future for their growth at the property. So it seems to be an unprofitable location, just given the yeah, just given the geographics of the mall. The Sears is definitely gone. I don't know about the JCPenney, but I do know that the Dillards is now slated to close as well. So it's a pretty basic looking Dillards, and I wish nothing but the best for the people. This is at the Conestoga Mall, one of 3 Dillards locations that will be closing in the country. And then the other Dillards that's shutting down is the Dillard Center at Phoenix Center's Metro Mall. So I don't know if this is the other case like this. Let's see, Phoenix Center, Phoenix Metro Center, sorry, or Metro Center Mall in Phoenix. Metro Center Mall in Phoenix, Arizona. So let's see if that's the case. I do apologize. This does take a minute to load. Okay, so they're doing a Walmart. Yeah. Yep. So once again, as identified before, it seems to be that they're just dumping off any. It seems with the strategy here is that Dillard's is pretty much pulling out of any mall that only has a single department store, and Dillard's happens to be that last one. Wow, it even seems too that they're building some kind of bridge over here onto the mall, or like some kind of looks like transportation method. It seems they're trying to build over here. So I can't personally blame Dillard's. I'm guessing that this is part of a whole redevelopment situation, so I can't personally blame them. But wow, yeah, definitely significant. This is another Dillard's. Oh yeah, it seems this is one of those clearance centers that they're trying to dump. Yeah, typically when a Dillard's gets downgraded to a clearance center, I don't know if it's. I think it is this Dillard's in particular, but it does not surprise me that this store is closing. So, and it's a pretty cool looking one too. If anyone's in the immediate area of like Phoenix, I would recommend checking it out. I mean, it is going to be shutting down. It looks like it has been downgraded to a clearance center, and it looks like too that they've shut off a couple of entrances. You could see, I mean, go back to even like February of 2021, you could see that it was still a regular Dillard's store. So typically when they add the clearance center thing, it's never a good sign. And I mean, look at all the redevelopment that's going on here. So I think for Dillard's to pull out of here is not surprising. But wow, this department store building has had very, very cool characteristics, especially with the triangles around the particular department store. That definitely gave the building some characteristics. I mean, I'm guessing that they've had different problems here where they've had to have those like gates down. I don't know this area anyway, but all I know is that it's one of the 3 in the country that are going to be closing. Wow, yeah, this is a pretty. I hope somebody can actually get here and document this store before they do close it down in like April, because it's a pretty freaking cool store. I'm not gonna lie. But obviously it is closing, and obviously people will be losing their job at this Dillard's department store location. So anyways, I do wish nothing but the best for these people that will be losing their job at these 3 Dillard's locations. And yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Link to the article will be located in the video description below, and that will be it.